was having issues with some of my internet connection, but we're gonna go ahead and get started. Today's workout is gonna be a warm up with an app program that I use. And I'm gonna talk more about that as well. And then we're doing a double club workout today. And for both of these, what I like to do is for all of my warm-ups, I use the Wildman app for the app program is what I typically use. I use the 10-minute version of the app program for my warm-up. Even though I know it's an app program, it does a lot just with bodyweight movements, and I feel like it's a perfect or a perfect warm-up. And for me, working out at home, I think is one of the hardest things is getting started. So it's typically what I use when I'm doing a warm up, and then also for today's workout, I'm using the Wildman Double Club program, which is a newer program that he has, but it's something that I've been implementing into a lot of my training. And to be honest with you, I haven't done a whole lot of double club training up until this program, only because I felt like just the organization of double club programs, there really isn't any out there for one, and two, just putting stuff together, I just never really spent the time to do. So we're going to go through the double club program for the end of this workout. So that's what today is. It's an ab workout and it's a double club program. And we're going to go ahead and get started with a warm up. I am doing the ab program. I make sure this thing is still rolling. Minute 36. We are good. So the ab program with Wildman, it's 50 seconds on, and then it's 10 seconds off. So we're getting started in 3, 2, 1. Opposite arm, opposite leg, V-ups. Let's move this down so you guys could see everything. Boom. And I just take my time with these. Remember, they're just a warm up, so I don't go crazy with any of this stuff. Oh, man. These clubs are in my way. Boom. Boom. I try to be intentful with all my movements, so I'm not just like reaching. I'm finding my definitive start and stop points. But at the same time, it's first thing in the morning, so I'm not hurting myself. 13 seconds. Let's move some of these clubs out the way so we can work out. 10 seconds rest, 50 seconds of work. Oh, man. What is this one? Oh, we step through. Boom. Boom. The warm up is never the funnest, at least for me. It's one of the things that I skip a lot if I don't have something set. It's a pain in the butt, but it's needed, especially as we all get older. Your boy just turned 47 last week. And man, I feel pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. Not gonna lie, I feel pretty good. Oh. Krav pass through right side. Okay. So we stick with one side. Boom. Oh. Oh. 50 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Nothing crazy, guys. Flutter kick. That's what's next. Oh. You guys, if you have a favorite workout, man, please put it in the chat. Or a favorite warm up, please put it in the chat because I'm always looking for new warm ups. Right now, like I said, I'm using the Wildman app for the ab program. Oh man, that kills. And I use that as my warm up. Oh man, 10 seconds. Oh man. Plank with rotation. We got anybody in here? Right? Oh, 16 people. What's going on, guys? Awesome. Plank with rotation. Let's do it. Oh. Oh. I'm doing a modified version of this. The model in this video is making it look a lot better. Please don't judge this workout program by my form on this warm up. Because my form isn't great. I understand that, but I'm trying. What's up, guys? You guys have questions, please leave them in the chat. What's up, guys? Oh. Does anyone on here have any injuries? Because I personally have a torn labrum on my right side, and I have a repaired labrum on my left side. So because of that, it's actually how I found steel club and mace training, was because I was trying to rehab my repaired labrum after surgery. And how did I hurt myself? I hurt myself because it was at CrossFit. People are like, oh, of course you hurt yourself during CrossFit. It wasn't because of CrossFit. It was because of my ego, and it was because I was bullheaded. I didn't listen to my body. I didn't warm up, and I did too much too fast. That's the reason why I hurt myself. And yeah, those CrossFit movements, I was 34, I think, when I got this labrum repaired. I got 3 anchors in it. Funny story about that is that I worked in med device for 11 years. And one of the benefits of working at med device is that I did total hips, knees, and then we also had soft anchors. And then I also did biologics, and then pediatric deformity and correction with external fixators, which is like those huge halos you see on people's heads, but we did them for limbs with like wires and stuff going through them. So anyway, the point of me saying that is because I was in med device, I was able to pick my surgeon, who was one of the top surgeons in the United States. And then I was also able to drop off my anchors for the surgery. And I was also able to know all the nurses that were in the room. So it's definitely like a different experience when you know the entire staff. I didn't have to go to a hospital. I went to a surgery center, so it wasn't crowded, all that other mess, lesser chance of infections, a smaller community, which was great. It was like one of the benefits of working in med device. But with that said, I got soft anchors put in, which is pretty much it's just knots and rope. I didn't want any titanium put into me. I didn't want any screws put into me. So that's what I did for this guy. And if you look, you can probably see my scars. And sometimes I forget which one it is. But anyway, because of that is how I found steel club and mace training. And it's one of the reasons why I am so adamant about doing steel club and mace training. And I always say, especially as you get older, but it's really meant for people that are younger as well, because it's injury prevention. And if this is something that was more popular, when I was doing CrossFit, or I also did Ironman and marathons for a long time. And I did 2 full Ironmans and I don't know, maybe like 9 or 10 halves. And then I did a bunch of marathons, including Boston Marathon. But all that stuff would benefit from steel club and mace training if I would have known about it. And it was around, it just wasn't that popular. And I couldn't, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I just thought go hard or go home type mentality was going to be what I needed to do to get better and to perform at an elite level, which is what I was trying to do. And, now that I'm going into my 50s, I want to continue to stay active. I want to continue to stay strong. And I don't want to die early. So the majority of my training, I shouldn't even say the majority, all of my training is based on kettlebells, steel club, mace, and bodyweight workouts. That's what it is. And they look a lot different today than what they did 10 years ago, 15 years ago. When I was younger, I used to wake up in the morning. That's the end of the warm-up, guys. I used to wake up in the mornings and I couldn't wait to suffer. I'd be like, I'm going to knock on heaven's door this morning before my workout. Or if I was doing an evening workout, I'd be like, back then in CrossFit, Murph. Did you guys hear that? One second. My dog's inside, and I wanted to make sure that she was okay. I heard something. Back then in CrossFit, Murph was a big thing, right? 21:59. It was power thrusters and kipping pull-ups. 21, 21, 15, 15, 9, 9. I used to just fiend for that workout, and I used to do my best to try to just push myself. And like I said, I would wake up in the mornings and I want to almost die. I don't feel that way anymore. Now I want to get a good workout in. And if you want to call that workout a 10 out of 10, Murph, then we'll call all my workouts now, maybe at most, in comparison to that, a 7 out of 10, right? And on my light days, they're like a 4 or 5 out of 10. I just want to get a good workout in, something that's good over time. And that's what I'm looking to do. But anyway, let's get on with the workout. So first off, I can go over the clubs that I'm going to be using. I have 3 sets of clubs here. And I know I'm fortunate to have partnerships with some of these companies. So I do like to be transparent about that. But the clubs that I'm using today, the Hephaestus 10-pound clubs. I love the length of these clubs. It's one of the reasons why I choose to use these things. And it's the Wildman edition. And these are the Delta clubs. So this thing comes off, and then you can actually add weights to them. The 1.25, 2.5, and 3.5 or 3.75 pounds is what you can add to them. So just got to get this thing out. This is a brand new one, so it's kind of hard to get out. Where is... Here we go. Whoa. But I'll show you what this looks like. Boom. That little hole comes off. This little cap comes off. I usually just throw those caps away because they don't really do anything. And then you can load with these guys. So this is 1.25. And then it just screws on, is what it does. So these things are really popular with Hephaestus. They swing really nice. The length of them is what's important. So this guy right here just screws on, and then I have a 2.5 and then a 3.75. So you can increase the load if you want to. If you just have a 10-pound, you can go to 11.25, 12.5, and then 13.75. So I have the Hephaestus Clubs with me today. And then I'm going to take this off. The 10 pound and the 15 pound, which has the exact same function where you have these small little weight chips that go on the top. And then I'll also be using the Adex system with the 2 spacers. So this club is 100% adjustable. So low to 25 pounds with the original kit. The handle is 5 pounds. Well, actually, I think it's like 3.75 pounds. And then with the handle and the cap, it's 5 pounds. And then you can add weight to it. So these are 2.5 pound weights. And then this is a 1.25 pound weight. And there's also 5 pound weights, which I have right here. So you can also micro load with these. And these are spacers. And the reason why they came up with these spacers is because this club by itself is just too, I shouldn't say that it's too short. It just doesn't really give you the feel of what steel club training is. And I'll show you what a 5 pound Adex club looks like right here. I have one. So this is the 5 pound club. So, I mean, this is great, but the problem is when you're doing steel club training, you want the lever to be a little bit longer. So Adex and they came out with these spacers. These are just 3D printed spacers from Adjustable is the company who makes these. And then what it does is it gives you the length of a 10 or 15 pound club. Right? We're almost there. It's pretty close. It gives you the length of a 10 or 15 pound club with only having a 5, 6, 7.5, 8.5, 8.75. So let's just call this 9 pounds. So your 9 pound club is the length of what a regular club is with the spacers. So that's one of the benefits of the Adex system, and that's the reason why they have these spacers. So anyway, this is the Wildman handle as well. So I'll be using the Hephaestus system, and I'll probably be interchanging throughout the entire workout. So that's kind of the setup that I have for this. And if I want to go heavier, I can go heavier. But with double club training, I can tell you right now, it'll take you back to white belt level. If you're an experienced person with steel clubs, double clubs is totally different. I won't even compare it to double kettlebells, only because with kettlebells, you have a definitive start and stop point, right? Start, stop, start, stop. At least with the clean and with the snatch. But the clean position here replicates the order position in clubs. But the problem is the definitive start and stop position with kettlebells is the rack, which is your shoulder. With the clubs, the definitive start and stop position, if you're doing a front swing to clean, if you're doing an inside circle, and I can't do that right now because I left this bell here. If you're doing an inside circle, the definitive start and stop point is you controlling this club so it doesn't hit you in the teeth. So there's a lot more balance and a lot more control when it comes to steel club training. So kettlebells and clubs, even though they do relate to each other, I will say double kettlebells and double clubs, it's just a whole different level of coordination and a whole different level of just athleticism. So that's why you should start really light when it comes to double clubs. When I first started doing double clubs, and this was just like a few months ago, like consistently, I was using the Adex system, and I had this thing loaded to 7 pounds is what I had, 7 pounds. And now I am up to 15 pounds for some of the movements, but it just really depends on what movement that we're doing. So let's go ahead and get started, and then I'll just kind of talk you guys through what it is that I'm doing. So we are doing the Wildman Double Club program. Let me pull that up. If you guys have any questions about double club training, please leave those in the comments. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Haha. We're 20 minutes in already two-handed club, double club. Here we go. Double club. And in the double club program, there is, it looks like there's, in the 30 by 30, which is 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Let's see here. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. It says there's 500 programs in there. That's like how extensive. 521 to be exact. 521. Anyone that says there's not enough programs in here, you're crazy. So we are going to do, I'm just going to do the 10-pound version right now. And this is a 20-minute workout. This is a 20-minute workout. I'm going to start out with, just because it's lighter, starting out with the Adex system, and then I'm going to work my way up. So 4 rounds, 5 exercises, 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest, 13 seconds, and then we go live, guys. Yo, Sebastian, what's up, dude? You guys, if you guys have any questions about double club training, please leave it in the chat. So start, stop, swing to clean. Thirty seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. I didn't have this one tight. So next, we do alternating shield casts. Alternating shield cast is next. 15 seconds left. You guys have any questions? Feel free to leave it in the chat. "20-minute workout, guys. Alternating shield cast. Whew. Alternating pendulums is what's next. Out of all the double club work, this is probably my favorite, the alternating pendulums. So I'm going to face this way just because I got to come out on each one. Guys, with the pendulums, a big thing to keep in mind is that the further the barrel goes away from you, the more rotation you're going to get in your spine. Further the barrel, the more rotation. Further the barrel, more rotation. Also, the more you're going to have to squat, but at the same time, you want to keep these barrels close to your body. I'm not swinging these things out and away. I'm not doing that. Left circles is the next one. You guys have any questions about double club training, please leave them in the chat. You guys, if you notice, my feet stay pointed straight ahead. I'm not lifting my feet on these. I'm not doing this. We don't want that. That's not wrong, but for this exercise, we're not doing it. I'm looking for true thoracic spine rotation, which is the center of my back. Because I want true thoracic spine rotation, I am not picking up my back heel. If I pick up my back heel, Do you see how there's no rotation in my spine? I'm looking for spinal rotation and then the pendulum, or I should say the left side circle. And now we're gonna go right side circles next. So does that make sense, guys? Please let me know if you guys have questions. Big Bill Johnson, do people actually watch this shit? Well, somehow you stumbled across it, buddy. And Big Bill, I hope you do some sort of steel club training. It's bright early in the morning. I recommend it, man. But what are you gonna do, Bill? Round 2, exercise 1 of 5. So this one, I had the 5. This was roughly a 9-pound club. I think it was 8.75. So I'm gonna go up in weight on this one. Do I wanna go to 15 right away? I'm gonna take my time with it. I'm gonna go 10s and do that. Start, stop, cleans. Notice I'm finding this order position. That's the whole point of this. It's dead, start, and stop cleans. Dead, start, and stop cleans meaning a hard reset. So the barrels of these club touch the ground, and then I come back up. Find order position. Whew. Alternating shield cast is next. And double clubs is so difficult, guys, because you have an isometric contraction holding on a lot of these movement patterns. So like, for example, this one, the alternating shield cast, my left arm is holding while my right arm does work, and then vice versa. That's what makes these so difficult, because I need to balance and control here, and I got to move and make sure that I don't knock myself in the head with the other one. So this is the reason why this is so beneficial for anybody who had any type of shoulder repair, shoulder work. Obviously, pay attention to what feels good and what doesn't. And if you have any pain, stop. But as you can see, you have tools that will accommodate your strength or lack of strength. Double clubs, excellent. Honeycomb 753, what's up, man? Nice. Alternating pendulums is what's next. We got 12 and a half minutes left. So I started with 8.75 pounds. I now have 10 pounds. And then after this, I'm gonna go to 15 pounds. That is the plan. However, I do keep these 10 pounds handy because there'll be some movements where I'll have to go back to them. This is 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. There is another program that's 90 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. That was actually taken off of the app because it was so difficult. It was so hard to do. What's going on, guys? It's Friday. I don't know about you guys, but here in Florida, it is cold and rainy. Left circles. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. See how I got to control that? Control, order, position. Control, order, position. It's a pendulum and then order, position. Push, swing, pull. Push, swing, pull. Push, swing, pull. Push, swing, pull. Oh, oh. We got right side next. Can you guys hear that rain? Right side. Coming up in 3, 2, 1. Ooh. All right. Round 3 of 5. And now we're getting a little bit heavier in weight. So I'm going to go 15s now. And start and stop cleans. Or dead start and stop cleans. What's going on, guys? You need a workout clock. I use my old iPad. I don't really use it for anything else. Start and stop cleans. Here we go, guys. I went up to 15 pounds. So these clubs are a little bit longer. The labor is a little bit harder to control. When I reset here, abs on. I get a nice backswing. Maintain my form. I come back up and I control this order position with both clubs. Give me one more. Give me one more. Oh. And I can tell you a problem that I'm having is people always ask why you wear short shorts. I wear short shorts because a lot of times when I'm doing kettlebells, this extra slack here gets in the way whenever I'm doing my kettlebell swings, or the pockets get in the way. So right now on these side swings, when I go back into that backswing position, I come back into order, my thumb is grabbing my pant. It's really annoying. Shield cast. Whew. Those start to get harder. We got pendulums next. Alternating pendulums, 15-pound clubs. Next movement, we got 8 seconds. Oh, alternating pendulums. Let's go. Hey. Make sure you don't hit yourself in the face. See that control? You guys be careful when you're picking up and putting down your clubs, for sure. That's where a lot of people get hurt. And with the lighter weight, you're probably not gonna hurt your shoulders or anything, but what you will do is jam your toe. You don't wanna do that. Left circles. Oh, here we go. Control. 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 Oh, see that? Almost lost it. 4, 3, 2. Oh man. Starts to burn, man. Starts to burn. You guys, I know I've been absent on here for a while. We are back to being active on YouTube, on Instagram. You're going to see a lot more stuff from me online about Steel Club and kettlebell. Whew. Saw that? Blasted the club. Be careful what's around you guys. Control. 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 One more. Give me one more. Damn. I mean, if I want to go heavier, 20, 30. I think I'm going to stick with 15s, guys. Here we go. Control it. Guys, one thing to keep in mind about these, it doesn't matter how many reps you do. If you do 1 rep or 2 rep or 15 reps, it does not matter. What you want to do is stay in active position. So for example, if I can't do more than 1 or 2 reps, I could stay here in this isometric hold. So I'm still actively resting. Or here in this bottom position, I can keep my abs on. I can put my armpits towards you guys. I can turn my lats on and I can contract. Or you could just continue to do the movement if you can do so. If you can't, then do what I just said, or you can decrease the weight, which is ultimately what you probably should be doing. Alternating shield cast, one of my favorites. 15 pounds, let's go. Ooh. 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 You guys, one thing I will say about these Hephaestus clubs is that the length is so nice. Oh, they really got a good swing to them. Oh, man. Alternating pendulums. Stick with the 15 pounds. I want to go up in weight, but I'm a little scared to. Is bro in the circus? No. I wish I was. That'd be cool. Alternating pendulums. Here we go. Wow. Give you one more. Oh, man. 4 rounds of 5 complete. What's up, guys? Where are you guys here from? I'm in Florida, South Florida to be exact. Baby Cuba is where I am. Oh, left circles. Whew. Right circles next. 20 seconds more rest. What are those? Pooh Bar, they are steel clubs. Is what they are. Right circles. Here we go. Oh. Ooh. Oh. 3. I'll give you one more. Oh. Whew. So that's it for the double club workout, guys. 5 sets. Or I should say 5 rounds with 5 sets each is what that was. And it's nothing crazy, but look, it's a 20-minute workout with double clubs, which gets me going. And then it was a 10-minute warm-up. So it was 30 minutes of workouts. I had a hard workout on Wednesday. I took yesterday off. What kind of clubs are those? These, I have 2 sets here. These that you see me swinging are from Hephaestus. These are their Delta clubs. Rubber. The pommel has a coating on it too. And then this is a knurled handle. And then this cap comes off so you can microload with additional weights. And then in the beginning, I worked with the Adex Club, which is what I knocked over, which are these guys. This is a fully adjustable system. This guy unscrews. There's 2.5 pound, 1.25 pounds, and 5 pound weight jumps. And they have 3 different size handles. This is a Wildman handle, but they also have an original handle, and they also have a fat handle, but this is the fattest handle that they offer. This handle replicates that of a kettlebell. So if you're a kettlebell guy, the Wildman handle is what you are probably looking for. So that's about the same, 35 millimeters or 36 millimeters, I think is what it is. And then these are spacers that they sell as well. So it just gives you a little bit more length without adding any weight. So if you're trying to micro load or if you're trying to learn some movement patterns, you could actually learn it with a longer club, which is going to give you a more realistic feel. It's going to give you the feel of like what a fixed weight 10-pound club is, but with the adjustable system. So that's the whole point of the spacer. So hopefully that answers your question. Also, would you be able to send me a link for them? Yeah, I could send you a link. I'll put it in the description of this video of both clubs, so that way you could see which ones work best for you and which ones you want. So I can do that. I tell you what, man, what I do want to do is I want to do some heavy club work is what I want to do. So even though that was a good workout, sometimes you just want a little bit more, you know? Let's move some of this stuff out the way. Let's get some more shield casts in. That's what I really want to do. Guys, the shield cast is one of my favorite movements. So we're going to do some more. No problem. No problem. I'm going to do some more shield casts. I'm going to do one more round of those. Oh, because it just feels good. I'll also put the link to the programs that I'm working with right now, so that way people can see them. Whoa. Yes. Let's do some heavy stuff. What do you think? Yeah? Two-handed inside circles. Have you guys seen these before? This is a 14 kilo club. So let's move some of this stuff out the way. I'm gonna do 10 each side. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The big thing here is don't put the club down. Switch it up. Don't put the club down. Seven, 8, 9. Don't put the club down. 10. That's what makes that challenging. Oh, those felt good. I'm going to do 10, 8, 6. I'm going to do 3 more rounds. Is what I'm going to do for those heavy clubs. Two-handed clubs just make you feel tough. You can go a little bit heavier in weight. As long as you understand how to control that heavier weight, the momentum will take you into each position, but it's control momentum is what it is. So, here we go. 10, 8, 6. So now we got 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, don't put the club down. 5, 6. Now we switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't put the club down. 10, 8, 6. So for the last one, I'm going to go up in weight. That's a 14 kilo club. I'm going to the 18 kilo club now, is what I'm doing. What's going on, guys? I appreciate everyone that's joining here and interested in some of the weird training modalities that are out there right now. Even though I don't think it's weird. I think the conventional weightlifter does. But I think a lot of those guys are more injured than we are. Maybe I'm a little biased. I don't know. So I just had a 14 kilo club with roughly 28 to 30 pounds. I'm going up to 18 kilos. So we are pushing the 40 pound mark. So yeah, that's what we're doing. You guys have any questions about this stuff? Ten, 8, 6. So we are now at 6. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't put the club down. That's the whole point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, man. That starts to get hard. Man. Feels good though. Oh. Heavy shield cast? Is that what we're looking at right now? You have, oh, this is 8X, an Adex arc. I do have an Adex arc. Let me pull that guy out. Adex arc, where are you? I just swung that thing yesterday. Here it is. Ah, is this what you got right here? Absolute Athlete, Cobra Clubs. I got the Cobra Clubs too. Adex arc, Mavulus Writing Strong. This is the arc. Yes, I do workouts with the Adex arc. And then, oh, Absolute Athlete, Cobra Clubs. This is the green ones. These green ones are my favorite. I have the blue. I don't have any of the orange, but the green are my favorite. Haha. Fabulous Strong. You want to see some swings with the arc? I can do some swings with the arc. I had this loaded to what? 5, 10, 15. So now 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25, 26. Let's call it 25, 32. It's roughly like 35 pounds. Let's knock out some shield casts with this guy. Just because you requested it. Boom. 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 We'll go 5 with the left, 5 with the right. The arc is nice. It's got a unique handle design and unique handle length, which makes things awkward. And it's just a different swing. That's all. I mean, if you look at the 14 kilo Cobra Club, which is roughly 28 pounds ish, and then the arc's got maybe 4 or 5 inches on it. You see that? It just brings a different feel, a different move. They're obviously 2 different pieces of equipment. You can't really compare the 2, but you can. The Cobra Club's got this very unique handle design that is kind of gave them this trademark of the Cobra Club, but it's got this ribbed ring handle design and everything is rubber. So it makes it super cool. Do we want to do more shield casts? I think we do. I got all 3 colors. Green is definitely my favorite. Absolute Athlete. One thing that I will say with the Cobra Clubs, you know what I did? Is the handles on these are great as it is. But if you want them to be a little bit nicer, this wad wax that I actually, Donnie from Adex recommended this stuff to me like 5, 6 years ago for the Adex Clubs. Just because anyone that's in Florida, Arizona, maybe even Southern California, regardless, you're going to have grip issues when it comes to steel club training, kettlebell training. Don't use this on your kettlebells. I can tell you that right now. It's just a little too sticky. But you get slippery. So what I did with my Cobra Clubs is I just slowly or ever so lightly just rub the outside. I mean, like ever so lightly. And it's not sticky, but it makes it really nice and just gives you more grip on the handle. And then also, because of this handle design, you see how it's got that like Cobra head kind of look where it's got that nice finish to it. The reason why they did that is because the purchase on your pinky with a regular club, like with a regular pommel, is always off. You never get any purchase with that pinky, right? So they went with that design to give you a little bit more grip strength, and their steel clubs are the exact same as well. If you get their steel clubs, that design has a very similar feel to it as well. So that's the reason why they did that. I don't know if you guys were looking for like all this information on clubs, but you guys ask. I got a lot of information to share. Let's go 5 and 5 again. Control it. Sounds crazy, but you know what? This 14 kilos seems a little too light. We're going to go up on the next set to 18. This guy, Absolute Athlete 79. I got all 3 colors. We're such junkies, aren't we? You know? You could easily just have like one set of clubs and be totally fine, or get an adjustable club from Adex and be fine, but we're all junkies. And we want everything. You want them in every color. You want every grip handle. You even want the shitty ones from Amazon and the best ones from Hephaestus and Adex, and you want all of them. Why? So we can talk about it online and we can compare them, and who knows, right? Absolute Athlete, man, you cracked me up. I have all 3. That's just like same thing with kettlebells. I got hard style bells. I got competition style bells. I got monster bells. I got adjustable kettlebells. I got like 4 different kind of adjustable kettlebells. I have the original, dude, these Adler bells. Oh, this is my very first kettlebell ever. Look at that. This is an Adler kettlebell. I got this thing from Rogue. I would say like maybe 20 years ago. That thing will die with me. It'll get buried with me and my Jeep. That thing gets buried with me. I love that bell. It's super slippery. Who cares? It's all beat up. Sometimes I use it as a doorstop when I'm moving from anything. It used as an anchor for my dog. I use it for swings, cleans, snatches. Use it for everything. It's used for everything. Let's go 10, guys. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, don't put it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. 18 kilos going up on a Friday. A little lightheaded. Whew. Man, guys, that was a good workout. Oh, man. That was a good workout. But yeah, man, I think we're good for today. Been on here for almost an hour. A little bit longer than I expected and that I wanted to, but I had a lot to say. I had a lot to share. Haven't been on here in a while to talk to you guys, so that's why. But guys, tune in. Next week, I'll be going live again with kettlebell training, steel club training, and then bodyweight training. I'm going to start doing more of that. I have a couple weight vests here that I want to start incorporating into my workouts. So what's that one? And this is one from Rogue. That was my original weight vest. And this is only 10 pounds. There's 5-pound plates on each side. But the reason why I like this vest is because it's super slim and I can do steel club and kettlebell training with it. Also, if I want to do burpees, it's not a big deal. So anytime I want to implement a tool, club, kettlebell, I go with this guy. Whenever I'm looking to do straight body weight movements, this is a 20 kilo weight vest. This one is from Hephaestus. And the reason why I like this is because this is just straight body weight workouts. It sits out. I mean, I could do 360s and stuff. It sits out a little bit further. It's not as slim, But it's okay. I'm not with this weight vest. I'm not looking to really implement any other any other tools. I just want to do body weight workouts, and then they have these 1 kilo plates. And then if it gets heavy, you just take one out and drop it. And if you want to add more, you just add. So that is what's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Yeah. So 1 kilo plates, you just drop them when you get heavy. And let me tell you what, about a year ago when I first got this, I tried to, I thought I'd be able to do a workout with the 20 kilo vest. Man, heck no. It's way too heavy. For me, that's not bad. It just tells you how much I need to grow when it comes to doing bodyweight stuff with the weighted vest. So I want to start incorporating that stuff a lot more. And I'm going to be incorporating both of those vests. So keep that in mind as well. But guys, that's all that I have for today. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I appreciate everyone who logged on. I appreciate everyone who asked questions. And the description, when this thing goes live, I'll make sure that I put the equipment links that I used, and then also the programming from Wildman Athletica. He does have a promotion going on right now where it's up to, I think, 35% off or 40% off a lot of his programs. That goes to the end of the month. So if you are looking to get like some sort of organized program, it's definitely something to take in consideration, especially because they're really inexpensive right now. So I don't want to say they're cheap because they're not cheap programs. I know that he puts a lot of time, effort, and tons of money with his videographers and the software that he uses in order to deliver this information to all of us. So it's appreciated if you guys want to go and support Wildman, Hephaestus, or Adex. They can all appreciate it. They're all very small mom and pop type operations, and all the support is appreciated. So guys, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you guys, and we will see you guys on the next live.